Hi everyone, I'm TechRaj and today I want to talk about MeetGraph, one of the tools that we are developing which lets you turn your meeting into knowledge graph. It helps you generate summary, convert those summaries into the connected graph or the knowledge graph. It also has the features that will allow you to take notes and connect those notes to meeting and external knowledge. So before I walk you through the MeetGraph, let's understand why we are building the MeetGraph. I'm sure you have been using tools like Notion to take summaries, but the problem with those tools is that they are not designed for the scientific purpose. This is where MeetGraphs distinguish itself. It has ontology that lets you represent all those meetings into a knowledge graph backed by controlled vocabularies that we have defined. It also lets you link to external knowledge like Wikidata. You can check all the features about MeetGraph in this repo and also about the installation. But now let's have a look into the MeetGraph. Right, I have already launched MeetGraph. This is what you would see when you start the MeetGraph. Now you will not see this, you are in the team when you first start the MeetGraph unless you have joined the team. If you have not joined the team, it will be launched in the personal space, meaning that's private to you. Let's continue. Yeah, this is how you'd see the screen of the MeetGraph. You have different tabs, meetings that lets you record your meeting, create notes, generate summaries of the meetings, graph visualization. You can see it. We have the connected graph where meeting nodes are connected and some of the key terms, annotations. Key terms are automatically generated and annotations that you can annotate the specific terms. And that's what you see here. For example, here we have annotated knowledge graph. You see, and it's linked to Wikipedia and also the Wikidata. And you have the configuration tab where you can configure the MeetGraph, help to get more information about how to use MeetGraph and about details about the MeetGraph. Let's start with the configuration. MeetGraph can work with different providers like OpenAI, OpenRouter, Anthropic, or even the open source models such as using OLAM for generating summaries and also for transcription purpose. Like you can use open source models or the providers like OpenAI and other comparable models. Here you have audio setting that you might want to configure depending on your system or laptop. And this is the beauty of MeetGraph, I would say. It lets you store your data into remote database, not just in the personal system, personal laptop, and you can select the strategy how you want to sync. You see, we can store in different types of database like SQL, MongoDB, also the GraphDB, which we have already configured. We can test the connection, so it's working fine. You can create a sync. It will automatically be synced, but if you want, you can also sync manually. I would have to say one of the remote database needs to be configured for you to use or for us to use the team feature so that all the summaries, notes that will be generated or notes that you create will be accessed by all the team members. Now, how can you join as a team? We have the features here that you can generate the team key and you can create the key. Let's say test key for demo. Yeah, you can copy the key and you can share it with all the people who might want to join that particular team, and they can join the team. You can also manage the key and you can also leave the team. If you leave the team, you'll have access to all the content to the point when you are a team, and you no longer will have access to newer content. You can also configure SMTP settings for so that you can send emails and integrate with REST API and MCP server so that you can directly send your meeting summary or the notes that you have created to different servers that you might want to send. And this is about the PubMed key. You don't have to provide any key. It works by default, but there's a rate limit. So if you have the key, I would highly encourage you to use it. This is all about settings. Now let's look into the graph. Let's click one of those nodes. So it will open the meeting. That node was specific about the meeting. So it opened the meeting summary and also the transcript. Now you can select if you just want to see the summary or you want to see the transcript. Yeah. And you can see this was generated based on the Zoom meeting. So it has also created action items, things you see here highlight on the blue is linked to external. Let me pull it here. It was linked to the Wikipedia. And you also have the related publications to this specific summary. And here are the related meetings. Right. Here you see the summary of the meetings. Okay, team, that means this is accessible to all the team members that has access to that particular key that was generated by for this team. And also personal, that means okay, where is it? Okay, personal. Okay, most of the things are available to team as well, but if for the personal, it's only within your system. It's not shared to anyone. And notes, yeah, this is about notes. Yeah, you see it, because I have shared it with Teams and it's also synced, so that's why you see it's available in both settings. You see, and you can create an annotation. Just select the term and click annotate or Control Shift A, and then you can do the lookup. You see it automatically fetches the relevant entity information from Wikipedia or things. If you also want to connect it to the other specific ontologies, you can do so just by providing labels and also provide the custom IRI. Summary, we have already seen this, but yeah. Meeting. So here you see I'm recording it to my team. So everything I do here will be shared to this specific team. If I don't want that, I can also select the personal device and you can start meeting so that it will generate the transcription and also the summary, which will be available here on the summary tab. That's all about MeetGraph. If you use it, if you have any feedback, happy to have it. And I would also have to let you know that it's active in development, so some of the features that you see might change over time. And thank you.